Welcome to NMDP Black Blood Heals. NMDP operates the National Registry of Blood Stem Cell Donors. Tune in as I share tools and resources on ways you can be a change agent and save a life in your community. Welcome to Black Blood Heals. I'm your host, Tamara Weston, and I'm super excited about today's episode because I get to sit down with Donna Demas. Donna is a blood cancer survivor, a blood stem cell transplant recipient, and she was a former guest on season 4 of Black Blood Heals with her donor, Tiana. How are you, Donna?
I'm well.
Thank you for joining me today.
My pleasure.
How you been?
Awesome.
I have a secret.
Okay.
You and Tiana's story was the highest viewed in season 4 and had the most comments.
What?
The viewers wanted to know all about your story, all of the things you have in common. They wanted to know about you having the same birthday. They wanted to know how you guys have become friends. They wanted to know it all.
Wow.
And if you want to learn more about Donna and Tiana's story, check out the link below. But for today's episode, we're going to talk about all things moving forward because you just had a celebration.
Oh, yes.
And what was it, if you want to share?
Okay. December 10th. That was my 5th year cancer-free. Thanks to Tiana. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling to still be here.
Okay. What'd you do?
Well, I just went to work and I bragged a lot.
Okay.
Today, smiling and grinning at everybody. I guess they were probably wondering. Some people do know, but most people I keep it to myself unless they ask.
Okay.
Or they hear about it. Hey, I heard. And I'm like, yeah, come on, let me tell you.
Now, did you do anything fun?
Well, yeah, probably went at home and watched a couple YouTube videos that I like the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like to watch a lot of TV?
Oh, yeah. A lot more shows are my favorite.
Which shows?
A lot more shows. But you wouldn't believe they are very interesting to me. They call them transformation videos.
Okay.
And it's just really nice when people do nice things for others.
Okay. Do you find that since you're transplant, that you do things differently than you did before?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't get uptight about anything anymore. And I used to be kind of a Grinch.
Okay.
So now
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah, self-proclaimed.
Okay.
I am no longer a Grinch. I don't get all uptight about much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like that about me now.
Well, you have done so much for NMDP, not only since you've gotten your transplant, but actually in the last year. You have been one of our supporters. You go out, you talk about us, but you also participate in a lot of our efforts to reach the ethnic communities. Just talking about your story, talking about your journey. How does that feel? Like, what is when you think about transplants, since you've had yours, since you've been on the show, where do you see that going? Where do you see the state of transplant going?
I think it's going to get better and better. Why, I don't know, but I just feel like people are more open to it because I'm talking to my family about it. I'm talking to people that I work with about it. And not only that, when I was introduced to my donor, I was so amazed, because I thought it would take much longer for me to find a donor. And it turned out that it didn't take long at all. Mm-hmm. So the more that we speak about it, the more that I talk about it to people, I think it'll get more and more common. And then more and more people will find donors. And more and more people will want to actually do it,
Now, you just did a Where Are They Now video for us.
Yes.
And tell me about that. They came out. Tell me about that.
It was so wonderful. I was just wondering, what in the world could we talk about? But they came and they came in my house. They set everything up. They took pictures of me. They asked me questions. We saw how I live on a regular, everyday basis. It was beautiful. Then we walked outside. I have a lot of plants. So
okay,
I was out there playing around with my plants. So it was really beautiful. I enjoyed it.
Well, I hope that you understand that
those videos are used to help build education around blood stem cell transplants and donations. So you are a huge part of that, because when people see you, they see your vibrancy, they see your energy, they see the joy that you now have. And I'm not saying you didn't have it before, but you see it now. It just oozes off of you. How does that make you feel?
Oh, God, it makes me feel awesome, because I'm always questioning myself. God, what am I here for? What am I here for? What am I on earth for? I know it's something. One lady told me years ago, you're here to bring joy. And that's what I want to do, is bring joy or bring happiness. I want everybody that comes in my sphere to feel better after the experience and not worse. So that's my goal.
I think we all want that goal. And I think as we look at what our purpose in life is, we're trying to find it. We're trying to struggle, right? I know a lot of times I do. I know I have to question, is, this the right thing to do, or should I be doing something different? Am I doing enough?
Yeah.
Do you ever find that? Do you ever have that feeling?
Well, yeah, when I got my donor, I'm so happy that I felt like I had more to do. Because beforehand, if I wouldn't have made it, I would like, okay, this is it for me. But I feel like since things happened the way they did and it transpired, that it's my requirement to add some kind of value to this world.
Sort of pay it forward.
Yes.
When we think about paying it forward, though, what does that really look like? I mean, when I ask that, meaning, do you step outside of your comfort zone? Do you do what is natural? Do you look for something to do that you would have never done?
Well, so far, what I'm trying to convince is my grandchildren to become donors. That's the number one thing, and to show them how valuable it is to become a donor, to help someone that you may or may not know ever, because it's your choice if you want to meet the person. But do I do things outside of my comfort zone? Yes. I talk on this podcast. That's one of the things that is out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
But also, I do talk to strangers, more than I used to. I was more closed. Now I feel like I'm opening a lot.
Now, when you talk to your grandchildren about joining the blood stem cell donor registry, do they understand like what you went through? Do they understand?
I think no, they don't understand what I went through, because their mother is a shielder. She shields them from serious conversations and things like that. Mm-hmm. But now that two of them are adults, the one, she has a boyfriend. He has something wrong with his health. And so she's understanding more now. So she asked me lots of questions. She said, Granny, but when you were sick, what did you want people to talk to you about? Things like that. And so I was saying, only doctors I wanted to hear about sickness with, but my family, I wanted to hear about life, what they were doing, what I'm doing, not so much the sickness part, but just how is my day going, something like that.
And it's so interesting that you say that now, because we as a culture, we're very private.
Yeah.
Right? We don't want to talk about anything externally to strangers or friends. We want to keep everything internal. So we only want our, close-knit to understand, like, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing anymore. Because I feel like if we keep it in, then we're keeping the problems to ourselves.
Yeah. And I guess that's why where I get that beforehand, always keeping everything on the hush hush. But I don't feel that way anymore. I feel like all people, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, we all have similar issues that's going on. And who knows? The person sitting across, as a matter of fact, the person who did sit across from me at one time had a different type of transplant, but still, if we hadn't talked to each other, she wouldn't have known, I wouldn't have known.
This is at work?
Yeah, at work. So we would have never known that we had a similar experience. So to me, talking more to strangers is what I do now.
Mm-hmm. There was one time, and I know I might go off course here, but there was one time when a complete stranger stopped me and asked me a question. And I couldn't tell if I was being punked. Like, I could not tell. if there was some camera that somebody's going to come out and say, you got $50 because you stopped and talked to someone. But I could tell by her face that she really, really had to, get an opinion.
Uh-huh.
And I stood on a New York City corner with this woman for about an hour and a half.
Really?
And it was the most smoothest, nonstop conversation I ever had.
Wow.
I never saw her again, of course. But sometimes we do need to find clarity, and we find that sometimes with strangers.
Yeah. I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. Where do you see in all that you've learned now, even being on a podcast and learning all of the things that you have learned, not just with your transplant, but where do you hope to see bone blood stem cell transplants going? I know it's it's growing, it's getting better. We've been doing it for over 35 years. Still have a long way to go, and it's we're moving and progressing. But where do you see it going, or where do you hope to see it?
Well, I hope to see that it's common for people to give, especially in their own groups, because our groups help groups, our own groups. But then I was reading somewhere that some of our blood, black blood, as a matter of fact, helps other cultures as well. So that's very interesting to me. So I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. But if, we talk about it instead of trying to be private, then our youth will learn. They'll grab a hold to it, and then they'll run with it. That's what I'm hoping, that in the future it'll become so common that just like getting your driver's license, you donate blood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping so. And then you become a stem cell donor. It's the next best thing.
Well, as you continue to thrive, as you continue to, spread joy, is there anything that you hope to do in the near future? Any risk you want to take? You want to jump out of a plane?
No. I wish I could tell you that I want to go skydiving or mountain climbing or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps take another vacation with my grandchildren. They were so excited. Years ago, I took them on a vacation, and they still talk about this vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have to do something again, it's going to be with those grandchildren. Of course, two of them are grown now. And I'm going to take them someplace new.
Okay.
Maybe we'll go to Africa or something like that.
Explore.
Yeah.
Okay. Any plans to retire soon?
I want to retire tomorrow. I cannot do it. But I'm always plotting and planning. Every year I want to retire. So as long as these people, and I have a beautiful group of people that I work with, young women, and they are so kind to me. So as long as they're kind to me and they let an old lady stick around, I will be there.
Do you ever go back? Do you still go back for checkups, or you still see the medical staff that helped you?
No, I cannot go there anymore. But what I'm going to do is, that's a part of my retirement plan. I plan to volunteer a couple of days out of the week.
Okay.
And then work part-time, maybe 3 hours, someplace. And that's another reason why, because at MD Anderson, you can only volunteer during work hours, regular business hours.
Okay.
And so it's not a weekend schedule or anything like that. So I said, well, hey, I need to retire just so I can volunteer.
So you already have plans.
Yes, I'm already
to sort of be in that atmosphere so you can share your story.
Yes. And hopefully people would have some hope. Sometimes you get the diagnosis of any cancer and you just like, oh, this is the end. Not anymore.
And hope is a nice word. And let's just for 1 second, do you remember, because now you'll be, as a volunteer, you'll be able to be on both sides of the spectrum, right? Yes. One as actually 3 if you think about it. You'll be a searching patient, a blood stem cell recipient, and then you'll be a volunteer.
Yes.
So you can wrap all 3 of that up, all 3 into a package, and be able to help someone else.
I hope so. That's my hope, is that I'll give somebody hope to keep going. Don't lose hope. Don't get frustrated. The process is the process. And just because you feel like you got the short end of the deal, you can come out on top of that deal. You just hope it.
You know, as I'm sitting here listening to you, I realized that a year ago, you're talking a lot more about being out and about than you did a year ago.
Yeah.
And I see that. I see that difference. It's like you, with everything going on, and you always look up and you see that someone might be, you know, as low as we feel sometimes we find people that might be feeling lower.
Yeah.
Or might be in a worse position than we are.
That's right.
And we're able to sort of lift them up and sort of maybe not completely take them out of where they are, but for that moment, give them a hint of joy.
And that's one of the things that I tell the ladies at work. I says, hey, look, don't be hard on people because everybody's going through something here. You don't know. People sometimes share, sometimes they don't.
Mm-hmm.
I says, but still, just remember, we all have to work. We all have to do what we do. It's not like we say, oh, I had nothing else to do today. I'm just going to come to work. No.
Or eating bonbons and, watching soap operas. Yeah.
Absolutely. So just remember, somebody might be struggling.
Yeah, it's always good to remember that. Well, not even remember. Sometimes you get the signs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know that we still have to, I won't say work hard, but we still have to build that trust. And we still have to educate within ethnic communities about the availability of blood stem cell donation and transplant services. How do you think we can do that outside of the podcast? I know that, we're sitting here and we're having this conversation, but in your community, what do you think might help?
Well, my hope is that one day it'll actually get to, and maybe I'll start talking to my local representatives, because why shouldn't it be a part of the questioning at renewal of licenses, driver's licenses and things like that? It's very simple. They ask you all the time, do you want to be a donor? So do you want to be a blood stem cell donor? I think that's a good question to ask. People could say yes or no.
You know what? I never thought about that. That could go on licenses. And we do say there are some questions that are on the license plates. And you know what? Now that you say that, I'm going to be honest. I have to look at my license. I don't know if I put yes or no, because I think I just go over so quickly.
It says donor on it. You'll be knowing if something should happen.
I'm going to go and check my license. Just said that.
But I wish the question would be more common. And also, I wish that our community would be more open to just giving blood. Why are people so scared of needles? It's just a small little needle. But anyway, you can't make everybody do it, but somebody will catch on. Maybe if they start in the high schools, with parental permission, of course, to start talking about being a donor.
A blood stem cell donor. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, all good things. And, there could be someone that is leading the charge at some point. I don't know. I don't claim to know all of politics or, what politicians are pushing out these days. But my hope, like yours, is that it will become more of the forefront and there'll be more opportunities for us to reach and be able to provide the information that people need.
That would be really wonderful, because if people understand, or if they know, if they've been exposed, I think they're more apt to help. Every time we have a emergency situation, what do people do? They always want to help one another. So let's just start making it common to help.
And that is so true. You think about it. If you think, if you're driving down, a highway and you see a car get into an accident, when you see on television the number of people that run to that car to try to help whoever's inside, and it's strangers.
Yeah. And just make it common to do so instead of just when it's an emergency. I think that would be the better approach. But we have to talk about it. Yeah. And that's the number one thing. We have to say it. If they don't know, they're not going to do it. They're not going to change.
Yeah. Well, I am so excited to have had you here. I think you are amazing. Again, enjoy your spirit. And I look forward to seeing what you do in the next 5 years for your 10th
Oh gosh, maybe I'll take that.
birthday.
Maybe I'll take that Africa
Africa
trip with the grandchildren.
And maybe do some safaris.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna have to really stretch myself for that.
Oh, well, I'm sure you will do it, and I look forward to hearing all about it.
Okay.
Any last words for our audience?
Oh no, please donate. Blood donations. We need them. Blood stem cell donations in particular.
And before you can become a blood stem cell donor, you have to join the registry. So if you want to hear more about the NMDP registry, please hop over to www.nmdp.org. And as I always say, it will take all of us to save one of us. Till next time, bye, Donna.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.